I moved to the UAE in 2017, and I realized there was a huge gap in the market for a platform like this. Since I was so used to buying and selling secondhand, there really wasn't anything to do so in the UAE for fashion. And that actually became really apparent once COVID hit as well, because you couldn't really go to these in-person like flea markets and thrift shops anymore. So that's when the idea and the concept really came to me. I met my co-founder as well in early 2020, and we decided to launch it and start building Bazaar, which we launched in the end of November. There's a couple of in-person thrift shops and flea markets, but there isn't really a marketplace dedicated to fashion. So you've got all of these horizontal marketplaces, like the pretty well-known ones, but for fashion specifically, there really wasn't one in the UAE or GCC. And so that's why we launched it. And unfortunately, a lot of people lost their jobs and their salaries last year as well. And so this actually provides them an opportunity to declutter their homes and earn extra cash while doing it. Compared to the West, it's not as popular yet, but I think the region is going to get there. So the concept is really, really popular with millennials and the Gen Zs. And so it's just a matter of time before it gets really popular here. And I think that's one of our competitive advantages and differentiators is we love to communicate the benefits of buying and selling secondhand. Like it's good for your wallet, it's good for the environment. And so as we're doing that, we're kind of, while we're communicating it to them, we're also kind of pushing the messaging where this is really beneficial to you and kind of increasing the popularity of this concept. So it is popular in the UAE. We are seeing a lot of potential in Saudi and Egypt as well. I have so much advice for new entrepreneurs, especially in the region, because kind of you think you know what you're getting into and then it's a whole different ballgame really. But I think some of the main advice I would give is don't be afraid to roll up your sleeves and get your hands on everything. So for example, for me, I kind of anticipated that I would be more of like the leader of the organization. I'd be able to bring on people pretty quickly, but in reality, that hasn't happened as quickly. So I've kind of, which is great, we've had to roll up our sleeves and kind of get our hands on everything from customer service to becoming a courier for a day to marketing to sales to pretty much everything. So you kind of become like a jack of all trades. And then I think the next would be to always network. So you never know where you'll find your next great employee or even your co-founder. So luckily I was able to find my co-founder